Folks, how are you today? Oh, for 1,000 tongues to sing our sweet Redeemer's praise, the glory of our God and King, the triumph of His grace. What'd you say? The triumph of His grace. Folks, there's 3 ways that men can wear their hair: parted, unparted, and departed. And if you're going to have an argument with a boss, it's best for you to see both sides, his side and the outside. And the minister was trying to baptize this man in the river, and the minister immerses him, and when he comes up he says, "Did you see God?" And the man said, "No." And the minister immerses him again, and "Did you see God?" He said, "No." So the 3rd time the minister immerses him, up the man comes, "Did you see God?" And the man says, "No." Are you sure this is where he fell in? Now, misers are no fun to live with, but they make wonderful ancestors. And here's some friendly advice. If you're at an auction, do not wave to a friend. Diane Bingham told me that that's what happened to her father. He was at an auction, he did wave to a friend, and he had to take home a piano. A woman said, "I can't afford to fly to Paris, Rome, and Hong Kong, but my luggage has been to all 3. And in spite of what you read in the newspapers, folks, people do not die in alphabetical order. And the medical students had their own cheer at the football game. The medical students had their own cheer. Well, what was their cheer? Hypodermic, hypodermic. Hypodermic, what's that mean? Stick it to him, stick it to him. And who said the British are not coming? Paul Reverse. Who said the British are not coming? Paul Reverse. And why are Saturday and Sunday strong days? Because the others are weekdays. And Adam was talking to God, and he said, "God, why did you make Eve?" God says, "Well, I thought you were lonesome." "Well, God, why did you make her so beautiful?" "Well, so you would like her." "Well, God, why did you make her so dumb?" "So she would like you." He is Lord, He is Lord. He has shown us by His life that He is Lord. All His people sing with one voice of joy that our God, He is God. He is love, He is love. He will draw us together, He will draw us in love, and show us that our God, He is God. Hey, here's some of our recipes. Now, you know, people think that if you're vegetarian, they get you go to a restaurant, so they bring out a can of peas. No, no, no. Vegetarians eat more delicious food and more filling food than the poor people, the carnivores. Now, here's an example, folks. This is barley vegetable soup with vegetarian Hamburg. The vegetarian Hamburg you can buy now at any grocery supermarket. You used to be able only to buy them at health food stores or through the Seventh-day Adventist Church. But listen to this. A package of frozen mixed vegetables, 1 cup of chopped celery, a 1/2 cup of chopped onions, a can of diced tomatoes, a half a cup of pearl barley, 2 large vegetable bouillon cubes, 5 cups of hot water, half a teaspoon of salt, and a 1/4 teaspoon of pepper. Preparation time is total is 20 minutes, but it has to cook, you know, like 200 minutes. And the servings are 8. Delicious, delicious. And think of how good it is for you too. Big Frank shish kebabs with mango chutney. That's delicious. All those are so good. 1½ cups of chopped mango, 1 clove garlic, 1/4 cup of chopped red onion, 1/4 cup of chopped green pepper, 1/4 cup of chopped sweet red pepper, 1/4 cup of lime juice, 2 teaspoons of chopped fresh cilantro, and 1/4 cup of sugar and 1/4 cup of teaspoon, a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and 1 can of vegetarian frankfurts, and a cup of pineapple chunks, and 1 green pepper cut into 3/4 inch chunks, 1 sweet red pepper cut into 3/4 inch chunks, and 1 tablespoon of soy sauce, 4 cups of cooked brown rice, and 8 wooden or metal skewers. Oh, they were so good. We had these at the Glendora Vegetarian Club. It meets the last Wednesday of every month at the Nassau Free Library. Oh, gee, they're good. The recipes that have come in. By the way, this was the winner. This one got $30 cash price of being the best vegan recipe. The second best recipe was, for vegan, was 6 beans and rice. You know, you say, well, I'm going to eat a lot of this. This is delicious. But you're full pretty fast. The best veggie recipe was Brussels sprouts with brown sugar and vermouth. And the second best veggie recipe was what was the second best recipe? Oh, the best veggie recipe was escallop corn. And the second best recipe was the Brussels sprouts. He is love, he is love. He has shown us by his life that he is love. All his people sing with one voice of joy that our God, he is love. Chicken rice casserole. This is vegetarian chicken. A teaspoon of vegetable oil, a cup of chopped celery, a cup of chopped onions, 1 can of condensed cream of mushroom soup, 1 can of water chestnuts, drained and sliced, a half a cup of mayonnaise, that would be Vegemase, 2 cups of cooked rice, and 2 cans of vegetarian fried chick, and 1 teaspoon of vegan chicken season, and 2/3 a cup of potato chips. Optional. Preparation time 20 minutes, and cooking time total 70 minutes, and it serves 8. Santa Fe pizza made with vegetarian hamburger. This was a winner the month before. 1 12-inch pre-baked pizza crust, 2 tablespoons of yellow cornmeal, 2 Worthington hamburger patties, or meatless hamburger patties. They can be anything. A half a teaspoon of cumin, a half a cup of taco sauce, 3 tablespoons of fresh cilantro chopped, a half a cup of canned black beans, rinsed and drained, and a 1/4 cup of green chili peppers diced, and 6 ounces of mozzarella cheese, or it should be vegetarian cheese, shredded. There's quite a few vegetarian cheeses, quite a few different flavors. That was delicious. That won first prize. This recipe takes 50 minutes. It's cabbage rolls. 1 very large head of green cabbage, 1 can of veggie burger, 1 cup of regular long grain rice cooked, 1 large onion chopped, 1/4 of a chopped green red pepper, 4 cloves of garlic, finely chopped, and 1/2 teaspoon of onion powder, 2 egg replacers. You can buy egg replacers at the health food store. It's made out of tapioca and arrowroot, and it does everything the egg would do. 1/4 of a cup of breadcrumbs, 1/4 of a teaspoon of sea salt, 1 can of stewed tomatoes drained and chopped. You can taste how good this is, can't you? And a package of brown broth mix, and 2 cans of condensed tomato soup, and a can of stewed tomatoes. Okay, let's do just 1 more of these. I got a whole lot of these. So you see, vegetarians eat very well. The dishes are very succulent. They're delicious, and they are very filling. And you know what? When you eat like that every day, you never have to worry about your weight. Your weight is automatically what it should be. You get rid of obesity without even knowing it. Macaroni and vegetarian cheese with Frank's. 4 tablespoons of margarine, 4 tablespoons of all-purpose flour, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 2 cups of non-fat soy milk, 2 cups of vegetarian cheese, 2 cups of cooked macaroni, and 8 vegetarian frankfurts. This is Richard Truskowski. I go to prayer group with him, and he was in his old garage and he found this old hat, and it was in good condition. Look at it. And the picture, I think, is so comical because here is Richard in suspense to see if I'm going to like it and see how it looks. And it is a beauty. It's a big broad brim maroon with not only a flower in the back but a ribbon. Now thank we all our God with hearts and minds and voices, who wondrous things have done, in which this world rejoices, who from your mother's arms has led you on your way, with countless gifts of love, and still are ours today. Guess who wrote that, folks? Can you? Johann Sebastian Bach. You know what I was talking to you about, how, you know, light travels 186,000 miles in 1 second? We can't conceive that. And think of how many seconds there are in a year, and think of how far light can travel in a year. And so the universe is this great big light years big. No way can we intercept it. But, you know, it's like a great big circle, and here you are, a little tiny speck. And there really isn't any you. And here's all of this love flowing through the universe, and it comes to you, and all these tools and equipment to do things with. It's not for you. It is not for you to take and say it's mine. It's for you to take and do something for others. And who is others? The rest of the universe, the remaining part of the universe. At 186,000 miles per second, I think light can go around the Earth 12 times in a minute. Or it might be 12 times in a second. But that's what it is, and it all fits in. It all fits in. Some people that I would like to pray for: Charlotte Owen and Carol Romeo. And I would like to pray to them that they feel the breath of God. Breathe on them the breath of God, that they be filled with life anew, that they would love as God does love, and they would do what God would do. And fill them with the breath of God, that they will be holy, belong to the universe, and when all this love comes through them, that they use it for the universe, for the rest of the universe. Breathe on them breath of God, till they are wholly thine, until this earthly part of them glows with thy spirit divine. This is Pentecost Sunday. Red. That's when the church was born. The Roman Catholic Church was born, and in the 1600s a split off into the Reformation and the Protestant churches. And Roman Catholic Church and Protestant churches this morning read the book of Acts, chapter 2, 1 to 21. How all of the apostles got together and the Holy Spirit came down upon them and filled them. And here they were able to speak all different languages. And it was amazing. And that was the birth of the church. On a hill far away stood an old rugged cross, the emblem of suffering and shame. How you love that old cross, where the dearest and best for a world of lost sinners was slain. You will cherish the old rugged cross till your trophies one day you will lay down. You will cling to the old rugged cross and exchange it one day for a crown. You want to talk about the Beatitudes? That would be Matthew, the book of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 1. Jesus goes up onto the mountain and he gives the following sermon, the Sermon on the Mount. It's 3 chapters, chapter 5, chapter 6, chapter 7. Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Who are the poor in spirit? I have wrestled with that for years. Who are the poor in spirit? Finally, the closest I can get to it is the people who want to be with God, one with God, but they can't make it. They can't get themselves to do it. They can't get up there. What do you think? What do you think? And Blessed are they who mourn, for they shall be comforted. All you people who are mourning the loss of your loved ones and won't be able to talk to them again, or go with them again, or do things together, you will be comforted. Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. I would like to inherit the earth and stop all this cruelty to animals. I wouldn't mind being meek for that. Stop all cruelty to everybody. And blessed are they who hunger and thirst after what? Righteousness. For they shall be fulfilled. All of us people, you darling little dandelion creation, oh, you're so sweet. And here you are doing your reproductive cycle. You're a grand, grand creation, you little dandelion fluff. Blessed are they who hunger and thirst after righteousness, they shall be fulfilled. That's you and I, and all of our vegan associations, and all of our animal protection associations, stopping the cruelty to poor little senseless animals. I shouldn't have said senseless, because they have a lot of sense, but they are not, well, okay. They have feelings, physical and mental. So that's we, those of us who hunger and thirst after righteousness, we shall be filled. Blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy. I have no hate in my heart for anybody. Blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy. Blessed are the pure in heart, for what? Do you know for what? Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. And that brings us back to the great, 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 great big light year circle, right? If you're pure in heart, you let the love flow through you and give it to others. You don't keep it for yourself. It's not for you, it's for the rest of the universe. It's for the rest of us. So that's the pure in heart, those who do that. Huh? How we doing? And then blessed are the peacemakers. It is a great thing to make peace. How do you do that, make peace? Make peace with that neighbor who makes these lawns bald by mowing them too much just because he thinks it's fun to ride the lawnmower. Anyway, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. And rejoice, be exceeding glad, because it's so beautiful, it's so wonderful. And nothing is wrong unless you make it wrong, folks. Nothing is wrong unless you make it wrong. Rejoice and be exceeding glad. Rejoice, ye pure in heart. Rejoice, give thanks and sing. Your festal banner raised on high. The cross of Christ your King. Rejoice, 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 give thanks and sing. And you are the salt of the earth. Don't lose your flavor. You are the salt of the earth. You can walk into any room and bring out the flavor. You are the salt of the earth, and you are the light of the world, because you know the secret. You know the greatness. You are the light of the world. so?
To
YouTube? Winix?
when you're done ripping, yes.
He automatically opens it. So without my doing it, I am on right now YouTube. I'm away from Winix, right? And I'm on YouTube. Is this YouTube?
Well,
my folder?
this is not the website. This is the folder for things to go on YouTube. Yes.
Oh, this is the folder.
Yes.
Okay, let's see what he says. Here is the picture. See the picture, honey?
Yes.
Okay. Now here is the number that Winix gave it. What number?
Yeah. It is
He gave
423.
104.23.
Yeah.
Now, Austin, I tried to make the load lighter for you. There are 28 one-hour programs to go to YouTube.
Yeah.
And I did these. Some of them were successful, and I doubt that others were.
Okay.
So, but I think it's some help.
Yeah.
Now, so he says it's, now why doesn't he put that at the bottom?
Which
Why
one?
doesn't Winix put this one that he just did? See, that's this one.
Mm-hmm.
Why didn't he just put it at the...
It's done by number order. So yeah, this one
Oh!
is, yeah. I can switch it to order of upload though.
You can?
I think I can, yeah. I can. Alright, so it goes, no, let's see. More options. No. Organize right here. No,
Press my button
never
to
mind.
organize.
Include in library, share with, play all of them. Give me one moment. Preview pane.
For sure you don't want to erase them, because they might need them again.
Layout. Yeah, no, I'm not going to delete them. Properties. I've done this before. I'm just looking real quick. Include in library, share with.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
View. Sort by
Uh-huh.
date. Okay, and now it's at the end. This one.
Oh, now he's at the end. Now I'll know where to find him.
Yeah, so this first one was put on 3 hours ago. It says created.
What's this box that you just hit up there?
Huh? That's the properties. It just gives me the details.
That's not the, that's not the picture.
No, no, that just tells me when you uploaded it.
Oh.
For example, the fourth one you did yesterday morning. The first one you did. It says you did it 3 hours ago. I don't know why.
That's correct. It started 3 hours.
The very first one.
No. The second one. The first one's done. And that was 8:19. I don't know if I did 1 or 2. I think I did 19. No, I think 19 is the one. Go and find me 19 and I'll tell you. Okay, he's the one before this one.
No, this is the second to last one. This says, hang on, let me check the properties. This one says it was created on Wednesday. Let me